Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and this is the Not So Serious Keto video podcast. I want to start by talking about giveaways and YouTube because something interesting has happened over the last few giveaways that I've done. And by interesting, I mean kind of messed up and a little bit troubling. And that is any comment that had hashtag giveaway as part of it has been deleted by YouTube's, I don't know, artificial intelligence or automated comment management or whatever it is. So I first noticed this problem when I did the Keto Chow My Chow surprise box at the beginning of this month. And what I saw was roughly 300 comments get deleted by YouTube that had hashtag giveaway in it. Now I've been using hashtag giveaway as sort of the code word that you want to be entered into a giveaway for probably a couple of years. And the reason I do this is because I want to be able to separate the comments from people who want to be part of the giveaway versus people that are just leaving a comment. So someone may leave a comment that says, hey, this is a great giveaway, but I'm allergic to whey protein, so I don't want to be part of it, but great giveaway anyway. Then the same problem happened on a members only giveaway, and I thought perhaps because it was members only that somehow it would escape the YouTube comment management thing, but nope, a ton of comments got deleted. In fact, there were only 11 that were left, so it screwed up that giveaway as well. So I decided I would try and see what would happen if we used a different hashtag for this last giveaway that I did on Friday for some keto chow and some beef jerky, celebrating the, I guess it's 320,000 subscribers on this channel. And I told people to put in hashtag serious keto, and those comments got deleted. So I'm not sure if the YouTube algorithm is looking at something and saying, oh, this seems very much like bot sort of behavior, or like I'm trying to artificially inflate serious keto as a hashtag. But one way or the other, we're done using hashtags on giveaways. Now this means if you did leave a comment on the most recent giveaway, the one from Friday, and you put in hashtag serious keto, go back, see if your comment is still there. If it isn't there, feel free to enter a new comment. Just put in the word serious keto, one word. You don't put any quotes around it. Well, I mean, if you did put quotes around it, that's fine. My comment picker is still going to find that as a serious keto occurrence, so it'll still be entered, quotes or no quotes, but do not put a hashtag. And I will be doing that drawing later this afternoon, so you still have a few hours to get in on that. I will link to that giveaway video down in the description below and in the end card. Topic number 2. Last week I had teased that I'm going to be doing my second ever meet and greet, and it is going to be in Waukesha, Wisconsin on October 23rd at 4 p.m. I think I gave all that information last week. Well, there's an official sign-up sheet because there's limited space. I will include a link to that down in the description below. The plan is I will probably do about a 20-minute presentation. I'm thinking largely geared towards myths and misconceptions about keto. And then I'll probably do around 40 minutes of Q&A. If we have 40 minutes of Qs, I can definitely come up with the As. And then after that, if people want to stick around and just chit-chat, we can do that. So if you live in Southeast Wisconsin or you feel like making the drive to see me talk for 20 minutes, by all means, I'd love to meet you. Use that sign-up form. I had a great time when I was in Utah, and I did my first ever meet and greet and met a number of you. It's so cool to put names to faces and kind of a chance for me to show in person my appreciation to you, my viewers. Next up, here's an article that has shown up in my news feed from multiple news sources. I've seen it on CNN.com, I've seen it on FoxNews.com. It's shown up, I think, straight from the Arizona Cardinals website as well in my news feed. And that is, brace yourselves if you haven't heard of this yet, it's a new food item that's going to be sold at the Arizona Cardinal football stadium, a cotton candy burrito. Let me read the contents of this to you. It is filled with cotton candy flavored ice cream, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, marshmallows, Skittles, mini M&Ms, gummy bears, and sprinkles, and then wrapped in a cotton candy burrito shell, I guess, or burrito wrapper, whatever you want to call it. Just reading that made my teeth itch and kind of gave me just a weird sort of shiver. And probably spiked my blood glucose as well, just reading it. I mean, I can't begin to imagine what the calories are in this. Let me just scroll through this and see what it talks about. And the article doesn't give any indication as to calories or carb count or total sugar or anything like that. But this is what that monstrosity looks like. And here are some interesting facts that kind of go with that. Currently, in the United States, 12% of people are diabetic and 38% are pre-diabetic. It is projected that by 2030, 54% of people in the US will have either type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Now, for reference, that number, 54%, back in 1990 was 4%. Now, I generally try not to use the word poison. There are a lot of people in the comments that like using the word poison when they're talking about a given ingredient, which I think is kind of over the top. But when you look at the statistics that I just read, it's hard not to think that something like this cotton candy burrito and the celebration of it, that is poison. That is just trash, and it boggles my mind that people can't see that. But I'm glad that we can, and I'm glad that we avoid it. So keep up the good work. Keto on. For my next topic, I want to talk about product reviews. Product reviews have kind of become a staple of this channel. It's usually the Wednesday video. I would like to get to a point, honestly, though, where at some point, instead of doing a review on Wednesdays, maybe every now and again on a Wednesday, I will do a cooking video that uses a specific keto or keto-friendly product, like whether it's Keto Chow or something from Perfect Keto or Chalk Zero or whomever. But back to reviews. I look at reviews. Reviews are an individual thing. It's an individual preference, just like movies. Not every movie critic agrees and gives the exact same rating to a particular movie. There may be a movie that some critics love and other critics dislike. And I think what we tend to do is we hone in on that critic that tends to mirror our tastes most accurately. And I think for me and for this channel, if you find that you agree with me more often than not, then you can generally trust my reviews and trust that it will be something that you enjoy as well. If you find that your tastes diverge from mine, that's fine. That doesn't mean that I'm lying in my review. It's just a matter of personal preference. So if you disagree with one of my reviews, that's perfectly okay, because a review is a personal opinion. It is a matter of taste. And if you don't like a particular product, that's fine. We're not going to have a fight about it. It doesn't matter to me. So I guess if you find that you consistently disagree with my reviews, then that can also be helpful to you, because if I like something, then you can know that you probably won't. And if I dislike something, maybe it's something you will like. That's also one of the reasons why in my reviews I try and cover more than just my personal taste, like do I like it, do I not like it. I like to try and describe what the flavor is like, what the texture is like, so you can say, oh, okay, well, if Steve says this is similar to such and such another product that I don't like, I'm probably not going to like this. Or maybe it is similar to a product that I do like, so I am going to like it. I also make sure that I cover the nutritional information and ingredients. That way, depending on how strict your keto is, you can determine does it fit in from a macronutrient process, and also how well it fits in with the ingredients that you like, the ingredients you don't like, those things you are trying to avoid, or maybe those things that you're willing to accept. Again, I just try and provide as much information as I can along with my personal opinion, and then let you make a decision. Keto food is expensive. Actually, all food seems pretty expensive lately to me, but keto food especially, there's that keto premium that we wind up paying. And as such, I think it's especially important that we know what's good and what isn't, if it isn't a product that we would make on our own. I had mentioned in the first half of this video about YouTube deleting certain hashtags, and that being sort of a weird behavior in the comments. Another weird thing that I have seen lately, and I've probably seen it 3 times now within the past few weeks, and that is getting a really out of character comment from someone who's been a long-time subscriber. So when someone's a long-time subscriber, I get to recognize their name, I recognize their profile pic, and I kind of get used to what sort of comments they're going to leave. And I can look at some of the comment history. YouTube allows me to do that. And I've gotten a couple from longtime viewers, longtime commenters, people who've always said just positive stuff that have been really, really negative and attacking lately. Some with some pretty foul and vile insults in it. And I just thought, wow, this is really, really weird and out of character. I got one comment last week after the podcast from a viewer, longtime viewer. I recognized the name, recognized the profile pic, always seemed to have something positive to say, but not this comment. This comment was fairly negative. It was about me saying I wanted to keep Serious Keto and the comments politics free, and the person said that they were offended by that and they were going to unsubscribe. Now, interestingly, just a day or two later, I got a comment, same username or similar enough that it appeared to be the same. It was a different profile picture though, and this is a kind of unique name. So it seemed weird to me that the profile pic was changed. Again, it was a very positive comment from this particular viewer, and when I went to look at comment history, I didn't see the comment about unsubscribing. Now it's possible that this particular user just went back and deleted that comment. But I have a sense, just based on the fact that I've seen this now a few times, that there may be someone or a bot or something that is mimicking viewers' usernames, creating a very similar username, perhaps with some different. I think I added a syllable there. Different or different? Which do you say? Anyhow, a slightly different username. Perhaps a symbol in there, or a dash, or different capitalization, or an extra space, or something like that. Something that makes it look almost identical to one other viewer's username, and then are leaving nasty comments. So I'm gonna be kind of keeping an eye out for that, because it's a very weird thing to witness, because you get used to certain viewers, and I feel like we have very much a community here, so I kind of get to know a lot of you and your online personalities. With regards to being offended, I think about a line or a little rant from comedian Ricky Gervais, who said, "Offense is only taken. It can't be given. To be offended is a choice. It is a personal decision. It is based on emotion. So by its nature, it is going to be personal. You decide if you're going to be offended or not. I think in most cases, there are probably some things out there that are so offensive that everybody is going to be offended by it, in which case, let's just call it universally offensive. But I think most stuff that I say probably does not fall into that category. Actually, probably nothing I say falls into the universally offensive category. Otherwise, all of you would just leave. But offense is something that is taken, not given. And another saying that I heard probably back in high school, it's little things bother little people. So ask yourself, if you ever feel like something I said rubbed you the wrong way, is it a big deal? Is it really? Is it worth leaving an angry comment about? Is it worth unsubscribing for? Probably not, if you just take a deep breath and step back from the keyboard. I have said repeatedly that I want Serious Keto to feel like a community. I want it to feel like a place where people can come, they can interact with one another, they can interact with me, and that they can do so in an environment that is not nearly as toxic as much of the rest of the internet is. So hopefully we can keep this going. Hopefully I can figure out what's going on too with some of these weird random comments that are just completely catching me off guard. We'll see. But that is going to be it for this podcast. As always, I appreciate that you spent a little bit of time with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And again, thanks for watching.